Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector, and in this segment of 1/12 scale military action figures Tukes, I am showcasing the G.I. Joe classified Retrocarded Cobra Commander. And yes, like in the last video that I showed about the Cobra Trooper, I will not be doing any more unboxing portions of things. I'll leave that for others to do. Now I'm just going to show you guys, especially since I got doubles, what's up with this, these figs. So let's first show off what he looks like in the package and what's awesome about it. Yeah, so as you can see, retro carded inspired, gun and everything. He's got 4 hands, his pistol, and I think this goes to his back because there's no other place I can figure out where to put it. And of course his stiletto, which goes on this side, comes with a stand, and the package looks pretty good. Now let's see here. So let's look at his command profile. I'll bring it up for your guys' benefit for a little bit. Cobra Commander. Let's see what he is. A little bit higher for you. Enemy leader. Primary specialty intelligence. Secondary specialty ordnance, experimental weaponry. Birthplace classified. The fanatical leader rules with an iron fist. He demands total loyalty and allegiance. His main battle plan for world control relies on revolution and chaos. Okay, so yeah, that's what he looks like carded. So I'm kind of happy to just have him carded. All right, so what he looks like as an actual figure. Let's bring it down a little bit so you guys can see what he looks like. All right, so back on board. Back on board. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, there you go. I showed you guys that he comes with a stand and all. There you go. Let us take a closer look at the Cobra stand. Your typical Cobra black stand. Comes with them 4 hands, 2 triggers, 1 left, 1 right, a left-handed open, and a right-handed fist. So I took out both his trigger fingers, which is what it comes up with originally, and put it with the pose that I thought made the most sense. Use a finger pointer, so yeah, and always clenching his fist, saying stuff. So yeah, that's why I got him like that. All right, let me back up a little bit so y'all can see better. Ugh. Scroll up a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to jeez, get this so you guys can see. But yeah, it's got this nice translucent or mirror-like vac metal face. Kind of cool. And I think he has a crimson, maybe a crimson guard top, but everything else looks like it's originally him. I can't really think of anything else really. Only downside about this is when the hip joint turns, his red thing does not match the rest. So a stripe matches anything, match lineup, not matches, but lineup. But yeah, I give him his pistol and put it back here. I hardly ever see him shooting with anything. So to me, he's just going to be the dude pointing fingers, telling people where to go. You, sir, go that way. So yeah, he's probably one of the more fascinating characters because you're kind of wondering how he managed to get people to join if he was such an incompetent guy. You know what I'm saying? Well, so yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna match him up with his Cobra Trooper, and you'll notice that the brown is a little bit. I mean, brown. The blue is a little different. This is bright, but this is more I guess not as this subdued cartoon. Maybe a little more baby bluish, but it looks kind of accurate to me. I guess, right? Subdued. Yeah. See, there's level degrees and levels to the blue. I guess, right? Um. Yeah. He doesn't share any of the body anything of these guys, so kind of. I mean, just kind of got his belt here. Really, nothing much more to him other than that, and I don't really, I mean, he could do the regular stuff. His joints are a little stiff, but it's nothing like I said. Uh, um, heat heat gun can't fix a little bit. So yeah, be careful. Notice how I try to bend the knee, and a lot of pressure put on the thighs right there. Swivel. So just something to look out for, right? Trying to bend the knees. Um, I think I'm going to see what he looks like with some of his peers, really, or well, peers. I guess his sub. I don't know if it's his peers or subordinate because here's he is with Retro, Destro. They look like they match up well. Um, More cartoon because of the doggone eyebrows. It's just weird to see eyebrow on a metal face. So kind of cool. Now, I'm not gonna lie, he seems a little bit on the awkward tip with Major Blood because Major Blood looks like he's more, since he's not throwback, he's this one's a little bit more on the classified tip, so super classified tip, so the details might be a little more, I don't know, making them like not belong with the rest of these. Like you don't kind of fit in, but not by a very small degree, not by an obnoxious, degree. He does blend well more with the regular uh, classified Cobra Troopers. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of weird because this simplicity portion of stuff kind of gives them such a simple look that when next to Major Blood, the details kind of, I mean, make them stick out a little more. But just what I think so far, right? Uh, yeah, I can't. The problem with Cobra Commander, unless you guys are just real fans of Cobra Commander, it almost doesn't make sense for him to be alone, especially since he doesn't really do action anything, as he's just kind of chilling as your lone piece. But yeah, I think he needs to have the homies, with him to make sense. Um, I don't see him really matching up with Zartan, even though they're you know working with each other, I guess. But I guess I've always associated these three more. I mean, these two more with Major Blood, uh, who I always thought more of his second in command, or at least his senior enlisted, even though he's a major, right? Or I guess his XO. But Destro seems to be the second kind of in charge, or Baroness. It's just kind of weird. I don't understand how their chain of command works, if there is any at all. I mean, they are chaotic, so yeah, I don't know. Y'all, yeah, geez, y'all tell me. But yeah, so yeah, the hands were able to get off easily. The yeah, it doesn't look like it's just like this real silver thing, and as you can see under here. I don't know, you can't really do much. You can't make him look up that way because his helmet gets away, so his neck won't go that much thing. But he has a little bit of a look downish kind of thing. But I don't really see him looking down anyway. He's just kind of that dude who's looking forward at all times, you know. So, final thoughts on this? Well, I don't. If you're trying to, you really can't. Cobra Commander is that kind of guy where he just kind of stands and looks pretty. So it's hard to really give him to do much action of anything because it doesn't make sense too. So in a way, I don't know. Unless I mean, he's a necessary character in the group. So you need a Cobra Commander to go with everyone else, since he's the one who's gosh dang in charge. Like having Beastman and Merman without gosh dang Skeletor just kind of don't make sense. But the difference is Skeletor will get his hands dirty, and he actually competent magician, mage and stuff. And Cobra Commander, I don't know what he's really good at other than just telling people what to do. I don't know what technical acumen he has because the cartoons fail to demonstrate, you know, at least any real knowledge demonstrated on weaponry and that kind of thing. So just I guess he's supposed to be a brilliant strategist or whatever, but the Joes keep beating him, so must not be that brilliant, right? So, but yeah, um, yeah, Blue. Final thoughts on this? Yeah, just kind of he looks great. Um, I don't know how much what more I can really say because he's not an action guy. He's just kind of the guy who's going to be in the sideline watching and dictating while the rest of the guys, do more of the dynamic stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I guess you could have him, captured by the Joes often, and that's where you get the most uh, interaction. But I don't really see myself playing with him as much as I'll be playing with, like, say, the the troopers and stuff. He just kind of there in the background, if that makes any sense. I don't see him doing nothing to get himself dirty. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I recommend them only for the nostalgia's sake, for somebody just stepping into the hobby who doesn't really know nothing about him other than just him being in charge. Whatever joy you can find in using him, I guess, but I don't see him really rocking weapons or even trying to do sexy sniper poses or anything like that because it just don't make sense to put him in a situation where he has to do any of that stuff. So yeah. All right, folks, that's all I got for this segment of One to Scale Military Action Figures Takes, the G.I. Joe Classified Retrocarded Cobra Commander Edition. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the Casual Collector. And until the next video, folks, ciao.